From Playground Poker Club in Kanawaki, Quebec, this is Poker Night in America. What's up, guys, and welcome to Poker Night Presents Party Poker Live at the Playground Poker Club in Montreal. Manig Loeser, fresh off a win at Triton for over $2 million, joined the table with 20 grand. Samuel Charier and John Duthie took a beating last time and may look to dig themselves back into North America.
Double straddle, 200.
Cards back in the air, got a new player. Perfect time for the re-straddle.
Fold.
He straddled.
Yep, double
Five.
straddle. Raise, 500.
King Jack offsuit for Mike makes it 500 to go in the cutoff.
Fold.
Yong lets his button go, and I know how much he hates doing that. Ace King here for Lefrancois. He's gonna bump it up. The question is how much. $1,700, healthy sized re-raise.
Fold, fold.
Back to Mike with King Jack.
Call.
And Mike makes the call. Now Mike does not have too much behind here, probably something in the vicinity of 5,000 or so. Jack 3 deuce. All right, Mike, you might run bad sometimes, but not here. Very awkward spot for Ace King. He bets small.
One.
Mike jams,
All in.
Ja, I call.
Call.
and Ace King makes the call. Mike has successfully gotten his money in at 91% equity. He's just looking for a hold. Dentale secures his double up into the green on the sesh. Got some playing chips now. Yong, who earlier raised Mike's under the gun limp, now just calls with a 6-4 diamonds. When you do limp re-raise people under the gun, you make them have to respect your limps a little bit more. But I'll tell you a hand that doesn't need any respect at all, Pocket Rockets. And we have Pocket Kings, the classic poker cooler. Someone is gonna lose a lot of money. It's probably gonna be the guy with kings. What will Loeser do here with his Cowboys?
Raise. 38. Fold.
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 I know you like that one.
Playing 20, right? You bought 20?
Yeah. When Lefrancois says, you bought 20 right, what he really means is, please tell me you have 20.
Call.
Smooth call here with the aces, trying to keep bluffs in Loeser's range. If he knew he had kings, he would certainly go for all of it pre-flop. 9-6-5 with 2 clubs. Reasonably solid flop for both players, but not a board they're going to look to slow play on.
Check.
However, Lefrancois disagrees with me, action goes check, check, and the board pairs on the turn. Loeser has to start to value bet with his kings. It's simply too unlikely he's behind. Sure, maybe his opponent could have a hand like 7-6 suited once in a while, but you can't be afraid of monsters under the bed. Unfortunately, though, the monsters are currently under the bed. Aces is the hand he's up against.
Call.
We have a $15,000 pot. This is a card neither player is super happy about. I wouldn't be shocked to see Kings check here, although he might look to go all in to get some value from hands like Queens or Jacks.
Check.
Loeser does check, and now Lefrancois has a clear all-in. Try to get the value. Head in his hands. How could this happen? I guess I'm gonna have to bluff. Except he's not bluffing, he's got the aces. And when people look pained like this, you should probably be pretty scared of what they've got.
All in.
All in. Call. 2 pairs.
Loeser makes the call, sees the pocket rockets, and wonders what could have been. I guess sometimes it's better to play tighter than looser.
Just aces on the button after you lose a pot. Great.
Such a good feeling.
Perfect.
Welcome back to Poker Night Presents at the Playground Poker Club in Montreal, where Manig Loeser was just cooler for nearly 20 grand and now is first to act after the double straddle.
Whatever you guys want.
Probably better. If you guys want to play 1-2, like
600?
Ace-5 for Loeser opens it up. Gonna run into John Duthie's jacks.
What's the bet?
6.
Decides to only call. Bit of a conservative play here pre-flop from Duthie.
I saw deuce of spades, sorry.
Deuce of spades exposed.
First straddle gets out of the way. Over to Charier,
24.
and he's bumping it up with the ace-king suited. A couple of real powerhouse hands here pre-flop. Now what will Duthie decide to do with his jacks? He might decide to just go with it here if he thinks that Charier can be weak. But he's just gonna call and take a flop.
oui, ça modeste.
I wasn't paying attention.
Ouais, c'est pour ça, je t'ai donné mon 500 parce que tu le voulais. Yeah.
We get a flop no one wants to see. Ace-king whiffs, and jacks has to deal with an overcard.
2000.
Charier tries to kick this off with a flop bet. But Duthie's going nowhere.
Call.
There are men afraid of overcards. And then there's John Duthie. The turn pairs the board, and Charier decides to slow down with his ace-king.
Hit and miss. Pretty hard to get into. Yeah.
Duthie bets 2,000 here.
Obviously, all the guys playing are pretty good too.
Call.
Eight on the river, the flush draw bricks,
Check.
and once again Charier checks over to John Duthie.
Little value bet.
2000.
That's a real sucker bet.
I think that's quite an insulting bet. Seems a nice guy, yeah?
Hey? He's
a very
he's a
nice
great
guy.
guy. He's a nice guy. Clean t-shirt on.
2K into like 10K.
Very sort of, yeah.
2K into like 10K is like slap in the face.
When it comes to poker players, he's one of the cleanest cut.
I think I need a haircut though.
So why do you want to insult the guy?
I'm not insulting him. I'm just betting my hand.
Into 10K, I think it's an insult.
King, queen.
The thin value bet gets paid off, winning almost $20,000 pot.
That was a value bet.
Good bet.
I like it. Thank you.
A little value never hurt anyone.
That's dirty.
No, it's a...
You're an honest man.
Yeah.
Just a little value bet.
Just a little.
It was a
That
little
was even
value
littler
bet.
than I thought.
It was.
It was honest, yeah.
Poker Night is brought to you by Kimosabi Mezcal. All right, guys, it's about that time. The blinds are up. It's 5,100. And no, we're not playing a tournament, but these guys are looking to gamble.
Raise. 300. Raise 900.
Yong is just straight up picking on Dentale.
28.
Charier now makes it 2,800 to go with a pretty weak pre-flop hand, although when you consider what he's up against, he's sitting pretty. Mike Dentale with king-queen facing a 3-bet and a 4-bet can't really do much except let his hand go.
Which I played every long in the tournament.
Mike gets out of the way.
Like even on Wednesdays and stuff like that, ended up being burned out at the end of the month.
Right.
Or like,
Thought you were reaching for the blue chips, Rob.
And Yong makes the call with the 7-6 offsuit. The graphic on the screen is correct. He has a 7 and a 6, and they are not suited. So I assume he's looking for 7s and 6s at this point. And that qualifies as a 6.
way smarter than last year. Are you coming back, going back to Vancouver after
Yeah, I'm
To
going
that.
back. You got
Okay,
going
yeah.
back to Vancouver. So
Check.
Check.
yeah, all right.
Bet 3,000.
Yong bets 3,000 on the flop.
Well, I'm gonna be here for a lot of it, so I don't have like that good of a setup. It's just my laptop, so I'll probably just jump in.
Charier goes for the check call.
Yeah, I'm just in general like it's gonna be hard to like kind of balance it while I'm on the road, you know. So
Check.
I don't know. I'm gonna play a decent sized series, but nothing
Nothing
crazy.
like a little casual table-side conversation in the middle of our hand.
Last year I played a lot.
Guys, we're trying to play some poker over here.
I got like fourth in the big one on party,
Okay, nice.
which like it probably made me break even for the month. But at one point I was down like 125 in the month or something like that. Like if you play like the 20K, like the 10K re-entry.
Charier makes the call.
20K too, yeah.
I can't help but feel like this is getting a bit adventurous from both players. I think Charier could have let it go here on the turn.
But
The river
game
is a jack.
like that much online, like
Check.
I don't think Yong can go for value here. I would be very impressed if he did manage to bet and get called. But at some point you have to wonder, does my opponent have an overpair and have me beat?
during scoops I expected
Check.
to
sorry.
be pretty good, yeah.
Go pair. Sixes and deuces.
I bet he feels robbed.
Nice 10, Rob. 2 pairs as well. Pass.
Sorry guys.
Yong's trying to only get $200.
Throttle.
You know, you have to say, having Yong in the game, good for action, good for TV. I'm glad he's in there gambling it up. Can't always get behind some of those decisions, but good for the game.
I played against Manig before, but I think a long time ago.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
Probably Nottingham or somewhere.
Yeah.
600.
I think I played you before. I'm sure I know we played before.
Loeser raises with 5 deuce suited.
For sure.
Where'd you live, Manig?
What's that?
Where'd you live?
I live in the UK now, in Brighton. Moved from London to Brighton, yeah.
Mike coming along with the 10-7 off in the big blind. Yong's got 7-6 offsuit once again, taking a flop.
I was in Monte Carlo yesterday, and then just...
No one has a card over a 10.
Did you get here in time to buy into the high roller? Did you have a bullet?
no, I was 1 day late, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Queen Jack 4, bricks for both Dentale and Yong, but Loeser does have a flush draw.
Bet 1,000.
And Yong decides to lead out on the flop. What he's hoping for, I don't know. Actually, I do know. 2 folds, but he doesn't get it.
That's up.
And here comes the turn. Loeser improves to a pair to go along with his flush draw, and Yong picks up an open ender.
You choose. You choose. What do you want to bet? I have to bet.
Anything between 3 and 5 is fine.
Hey, Anthony, what's up, buddy?
$5,000 into a pot of around 4,000.
One more card.
But with the pair and flush draw, Loeser's not going anywhere. Deuce on the river gives Loeser a very, very disguised backdoor 2 pair.
You gotta ask me what you bet, though, all right?
How much do you want me to bet?
Between 1,500 and 7,500.
Bet 20,000.
This could be bad. I hit that river, though.
A deuce.
Call.
You win.
Go pair. Hearts and deuces.
That's sick.
We got a nice hand on the flop, though.
Just your standard cooler, guys. Pretty much aces versus kings.
He's got a nice hand on the flop.
Top 3 feeling in poker backdooring 2 pairs.
Yeah.
Manic Loeser makes running 2 pair to double through Rob Yong, who was definitely feeling unlucky to not win that hand with a river bluff. Poker Night is brought to you by Sit and Go 2.0. Go to sitandgo20.net and claim a free Sit and Go 2.0 strategy ebook.
I lost 10K to you.
300.
Duthie opens it up with the Jack 5 of diamonds, way too loose with this many players left behind.
Call blind.
But not to be outdone, Yong goes for the completely blind call.
I think I'm a favourite blind against you, so why don't I play?
Against me, too.
Honestly, probably, yeah.
Raise.
Normally I say these guys are playing some poker, but today I think I'm gonna say these guys are just gambling. And somehow he has pocket 8s. How is that possible?
Do you think you're going to win this hand?
Well, I hope so.
So far, not so good.
You were kind of confident a minute ago. I mean, like, what's wrong, man?
Yeah, after I won the first spot of the night, my first spot of the night. Okay, let's see a flop.
Call. Check your bet. Out of turn.
I know, but he's going to check.
I check.
Check. Bet 4,000.
You're losing.
Call.
Charier going nowhere. 10 of clubs comes on the turn. Charier picks up the nut flush draw.
Check.
$7,000 bet here from Yong. We got another pocket pair versus Charier's ace high situation developing.
Definite non-believer in the house.
Call.
Selfishly, I was rooting for the 8 of clubs in the river, but that's all right. I'll take the king.
Check.
Charier still with ace high. Yong has the pocket eights.
I don't think I'm winning now.
It's good.
Pair.
Another large pot between Yong and Charier goes to Yong. Charier, man, he's always got a pair. Let it go. You don't have to go the distance with these ace highs.
Thank you, or what happened?
Yeah, you did, yeah.
Full. Raise. 300.
Pocket rockets for Loeser opens it up, raised it to $300, and Duthie looks down at king queen suited
Call.
in position. Not a bad play. Dentale with the king deuce suited flats in the small blind,
Raise.
and Charier, who has been constantly re-raising, is at it again with his 9-8 suited. Now, if it was heads up, Loeser might call and set the trap, but it's not heads up. It's four-way. So he's got to make it a price that if people want to draw, they're going to have to pay. It's getting to about that time of the night where Mike's going to complain.
I had a $48 hand. I turned it into a $300 hand, and I got punished. Maybe it's like $49.
Fold.
Now, Charier has a legitimate decision here with the 9-8 suited. Does he call or does he fold?
Call.
He's going to call because they are pretty deep. And in case Loeser needed some help, he got it, but he didn't need help. And now his opponent, with the exception of a backdoor flush or a backdoor straight,
Check.
is drawing virtually dead. Loeser has a tough spot here. He could bet or he could check. If he bets, he's going to get no action at all. But he is going to bet 3,000, which should shut things down. But it's starting to scare me that Charier has not yet folded. I mean, what's he thinking about? You got 9 high. Let's just let it go. Live to fight another day.
Call.
Well, he's taking a turn. And the 4 of clubs peels off. The backdoor flush is now in play. 13% chance to hit.
Check.
Now, what Loeser has to decide here is what's more important to him. Protecting the board from coming off a deuce or a 6? Or is it more important to bet and try and get some value for some hands his opponent can have?
Check.
He decides to check, and the river comes the Queen of Hearts. Now Charier has reached the concluding chapter of his book. It's a short story, and there weren't many good chapters, but we still have one left to write. What will he do here with his 9 high? Will he surrender, or will he give it everything he's got and come up empty-handed?
11,500.
I don't like that look in the end, but I don't think I'm gonna fold.
Call.
Board.
Charier has been going hard in the paint, and it has not been paying off against most of his opponents. Samuel Charier continues to inflict maximum pain upon himself. It might be time to Costanza this thing and just go with the opposite of your gut. Back to wrap things up here on Poker Night after this. We did start with blinds at 2550 and bounce around a little bit at that level. Samuel Charier is in the hole almost 1,400 big blinds, which has to be some kind of record. If you want more Poker Night, you can find us on social media, including Twitch and YouTube, where you can find full-length episodes, live streams, and exclusive content. Also, don't forget to download our free poker app. You and your friends can have your very own Poker Night, as well as a chance to win a seat in our show. Search for us in your app store and download it today. For everyone here at Poker Night, I'm Doug Polk.
You're an honest man.
Yeah.
Just a little value bet.
Just a little.
It was a little value bet.
Brought to you by Kimosabi Mezcal and Sit and Go 2.0.